My daughter's teacher called her a great student, but it wasn't because of her grades. I was at my 18-year-old daughter's parent-teacher conference when her teacher told me she's an excellent student and an even better girl. He had this weird smirk when he said it, and something about his tone rubbed me the wrong way. What's even weirder is that my daughter was borderline failing every other class, but was getting all A's in his. When I came home, I confronted her, asking how come Mr. Jones was the only teacher who gave her a good report. She froze up, looking like a deer in headlights, before muttering something about how she loved physics. The thing was, I had studied physics in college, so I proceeded to on-the-spot quiz her about some of the simplest concepts. She knew nothing. That night I stayed awake, wondering how my daughter, who couldn't even articulate the definition of gravity, was absolutely acing physics. The next day, while she was in school, I snooped through her things. I know it was wrong, but I worried she was getting taken advantage of without realizing, and what I found in her room made me shudder. In her latest diary entry, she wrote about Mr. Jones, and about how doing it made her sick to her stomach, but she had no choice. I felt myself go pale. I wasted no time calling the principal, telling him Mr. Jones was forcing my daughter into an intimate relationship for better grades, but to my horror, my complaints were dismissed. I was told that unless I had proof that wasn't a fluffy diary entry, they couldn't do anything. I remember feeling nothing but anger. I waited until my daughter came home, and when she did, I gently sat her down. I asked her to be honest with me, asking her what her deal with Mr. Jones was. I even bluffed, telling her I already knew what was going on, so there's no point in lying. She broke down on the spot and explained everything, and to my horror, the answer was even worse than I imagined. Turns out, at the beginning of the year, Mr. Jones caught my daughter with a tiny amount of grass, which was grounds for expulsion. She told him she would do anything to avoid him reporting her, and he took that literally. And so, once a week, my daughter goes over to his house after school, where she has dinner with him and pretends to be his deceased wife, wearing her old clothes and acting like a mother to his 3-year-old son. My daughter told me she didn't want to do it. It made her sick, but she had to. She had gone to the principal about it with hardcore evidence, but he said he couldn't do anything because she was 18, and they were both adults free to make her own choices. She broke down in my arms, and at that moment, I knew there was only one thing I had to do. I was a police officer. I had connections, and Mr. Jones was going to pay for every messed up thing he has ever done. The full story is on my channel and linked below.